Now it's the Baltimore Sabbath Service. We're going to jump straight into it, and we're starting at 1 Kings 18, 7 through 13 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Right, I'm going to start. 1 Kings 18 and 7. Straight English.
First Kings chapter 18, verse 7. And as Obadiah was in the way, behold, Elijah met him, and he knew him, and fell on his face, and said, Art thou that my Lord Elijah? Verse 8. And he answered him, I am. Go, tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And he, verse 9, and he said, What have I sinned, that thou wouldest deliver thy servant into the hand of Ahab to slay me? Verse 10, as the Lord thy God liveth, there is no nation or kingdom whither my Lord hath not sent to seek thee. And when they said, He is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom and nation, that they found thee not. Verse 11, and now thou sayest, Go, tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. Verse 12, and it shall come to pass, as soon as I am gone from thee, that the Spirit of the Most High shall carry thee whither I know not. And so, when I come and tell Ahab, and he cannot find thee, he shall slay me. But I, thy servant, fear the Lord for my youth, from my youth. Verse 13. Was it not told my Lord what I did when Jezebel slew the prophets of the Lord? How I hid 100 men of the Lord's prophets by 50 in a cave, and fed them with bread and water. And that's it.
Keep it going with 1 Kings 18 and 14 and 20. Verse 18 and 14 and 20.
Good. You want me to read it? Start 14. First Kings chapter 18, verse 14. And now thou sayest, Go, tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And he says, and he shall slay me. And Elijah said, verse 15, and Elijah said, As the Lord of hosts liveth, before whom I stand, I will surely shew myself unto him today. Verse 16. So Obadiah went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. Verse 17. And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? Verse 18. And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandment of the Lord, and thou hast followed Balaam. Verse 19. Now therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the groves 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. Verse 20. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And this right here is a precursor of Elijah battling the 450 priests of Baal. This basically is the Most High showing his power. You understand? A lot of us, when we go into battles or when we go into skirmishes or wars or things like that, we always look at numbers. Numbers mean nothing to the Most High. You understand? And right here, this is where the prophet Elijah battles the 450 prophets that Jezebel had. They followed Baal.
Sapaya Banyawada Banyashala.
Sapaya Banyawada Banyashala.
Dabashim Yashabra Thumb.
Abashim Yashabra Thumb. First Kings chapter 18, verse 21.
I need it for something else. I got this Hebrew here.
21 and 27.
In the Hebrew? Where we at?
Thank you, sir.
First Kings chapter. Where we at?
First Kings chapter 18, verse 21.
First
21.
Kings chapter 18, verse 21 in the Hebrew. Where you gosh, Allah Yahayo, it's like Allah Yahawa, Al Kal, Ain, where you Amar, Ain, Mafia, Atham, Hasakia, Al, Shatia, Hasa Ipia, Amar, Yahawa, Allah Hayo, Lakawar, Akharyo, La'am, Al, Lakawar, Akharyo, La'al, and what? Ain, Aqua, the bar, 22, we are Mar, Ali Hayo, Al, Ain, and Ya, no Dar, no Rathia, no Ya Out, sorry, no Ya Out, no Ya How, no Badia, we Nab Ya Out, Aya, about Al, or Hawabai, Mawat, Hamashiach, Ayash, 23, where you done what? On the wall, Shanyam, Parayam, where you Karwa, Laham, Apar, Akkad, where you not, where you Nakahawa, where you Shayamwa, Al, I is a yum, Ash, it's a yum, it's a yumwa, Anya, Aisha, Atha, Apar, Akkad, Lathafia, Al, Aitizayam, Ash, Ashia, 24, Wakapora, Thumb, Basham, Alahayakam, Anya, Akora, Basham, Yahweh, the Haya, Alahayam, Ashar, I know, Ba'ash, Hawa, Alahayam, Ain, Ka, Ain, where you Amarwa, Tawa, Debar, where you 25, where you Amar, Aliyah, Aliyah, Hawa, Aliyah, Hawa, Aliyah, Hawa, and the Nab, Ya'aya, Ba'al, Karwa, Lakam, Apar, Dak, Khad, Aishwa, Ra'ashana, Kaya, Atam, Arabia, Wakara, Awa, Sham, Alahayakam, Ba'ash, La'a, the Shayamwa, 26, with the Kwakwa, Har, Shar, the Thun, Baham, with the Aishwa, with the Kara, Awa, the Sham, Ba'al, Mahaba, Kwar,
That's in the way. You can't see it.
Wa'aid, Ataza,
Oh, you see it.
Ataza Hara, Yam, La'amar, Aba'al, Ainanwa, Wa'ayan, Wa, Wa'ayan, Aina, Waya Pasakwa, Al, Amazabak, Ashar, Aisha, 27, Waya Haya, Batasahar Yam, Waya Hatar, Baham, Alayah Hawa, Waya Amar, okay, Kora Awa, Bakwa Wall, the wall, Kaya, Alahayam, Awa, Kaya, Shayak, Wakaya, Shayag, Awa, Wakaya. What song was that? That was your phone?
No.
Can you call my phone? The Rock, Lawa, Awalaya, Yashan, Awa, Quatiza. That's it. We're going to read it in English.
We'll read it in English. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye be between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. Verse 22. Then said Elijah unto the people, even I only remain a prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Verse 23. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces.
If it's not right there, don't worry.
And lay it on wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. Verse 24. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Most High, and the God that answereth by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. Verse 25. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. Verse 26. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning, evening, until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. Verse 27. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth and must be awake. And that's it.
We'll be reading in the Hebrew, 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 28 to 34. 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 28.
28.
Will you call our wall, with the wall, with the God, the what? Come on, tongue. The core, rob what? The rum, sorry, Makia, I, Supak, Dum, Aliyahum, 29, Wiyahaya, Kaibar, Atazaharia, Wiyathan, Wiyat Nab, or I, by what? I'm gonna cut, or a yun, or a wall, or a yun, I know, or a yun, Usha, 30, we are more, Allah Salaki, Allah, Hawa, Call, Ain, Gashwa, Alia, we are Gashwa, Ka, Ain, Aliwa, we are Rock, we are Pa, we are was a Bak, Hawa, Was, 31, we are Quack, Allah, Hawa, Shatayam, Aishara, Abanya, Kamasapar, Shabatna, Banya, Yaikwa, it's like Ashar, Hayahab, the Bar, the How, Allah, Allah Yawa, the Amar, Yasha Allah, Yahya, Shamak, 32. We Bana, Banyo, was Bak, Sham, Hawa, we Aish, the Ilah, the Yaf, Sa'afiam, Zarai, Sabayah, number Zabak, 33. We Iraq, I is a young. We in the Thak. Yep. Apar, we Sham, Al, I is a young. 34. We Amar, Alawa, Arabai, Arabaiha, Kadayam, Mayam, we Tazakwa, Al, I love, Al, I Tazayam, we Amar, Shanwa, we Shanwa, we Amar, Shalashwa, we Shalashwa. That's it. We'll be reading in English.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 28. And they cried out aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lances till the blood gushed out upon them. Verse 29. And it came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. Verse 30. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. Verse 31. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. Verse 32. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. Verse 33. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. Verse 34. And he said, do it the second time. And they did it the second time. And he said, do it the third time. And they did it the third time. That's it.
Back in the Hebrew, 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 42. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 35. Uyulakwa. Amayom. Sabayah. Amazabak. Magah. At I love. Allah. Ayom. 36. Uyahaya. But I love wall. But I love what? I'm gonna call. Your gosh. Allah Yahweh, Anaba Anab Ya'ab, Yamar, Yahweh, Allah Hayah, Abar, Abaraham, it is up, it is a cock, Yasha Allah, Ayawam, Odai, Kiyah, Atha, Alahayim, Yasha Allah, Anya, Ibadak, with the bar, your cup, with the bar cup. I see Yathia, Ka, of the bar, Allah, 37. Ainania, okay, Yahweh, Ainania, Yadaiwa, Ain, Azah, Kaya, Atha, Yahweh, Allah, Hayim, Allah, Hayim, Watha, Asbah, Bam, Haranya, Yah, 38, Paul, Ash, Yahweh, with the call, I love, I just a young, Banya, I Paul, I'm a young, Ashar, with the love, Lachaka, 39, we were up, Ka, Ain, we pull out, under your hum, we are Marwa, Hawa, Al-Hayy, Hawa, Al-Hayy, we are Mar, Al-Yahweh, the Ham, the Pashwa, Napaya, Ayah, Al, Ayash, Yamalat, Ham, with the Pash one, we are dumb, Alia, how, how, we are one, we Tom, Sham, 41, we are Mar, Aliyah, How, I love, a call, we should thought, a wall, and a one, a Sham, 42, we I love.
That's it. 41. First Kings chapter 18, verse 35. And the water ran about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. Verse 36. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Verse 37. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their hearts back again. Verse 38. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. Verse 39. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, the Lord, he is the God. The Lord, he is the God. Verse 40. And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kison, and slew them there. Verse 41. And Elijah said unto Ahab, get thee up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. And that's it.
First Kings chapter 18, verse 42. I love Achab, Akal, Lashat, Wa, Aliyahu. I love Al, Raash, Akara, Mo, we Gahar, Aratazar, we Sham, Kanyawa, Yan, Barakal, Baraka, Yawa, 43, we Mar, Ah, Naara, Arawa, I love Naab, Abat, the rock, Yum, we Al, we Bat, we Amar, Ayan, Ma'awama, we Amar, Shabbat, Shabai, I'm Yum, 44, we Haya, Shabaya, Yaf, we Amar, Ana, Aiba, Kotana, Kwak, Ayash, Ayla, Ayam, Uyamar, Ayla, Amar, Al, Akhaab, Asar, Arad, La'ah, Itazarka, Abisham, Kunfa, Uyahaya, Ai, Kaha, Aid, Kaha, Hashamyam, Quad, Darwa, Abiyam, Urawak, Uyahaya, Sham, the wall, we Rakab, Achaab, we Lak, Zizariah, Allah, 46, Yad, how, or you thought, or you how, we should, war, you should nas, Daniel, we rataza, Panya, Hacha'a, Aid, Ba'aka, is a Ra'ai Allah. First Kings chapter 19, verse 1. Where your God, Achab, La'ayan, is a ball, Ka, Shar, Aisha, Allah Yahweh, Ka, Shar, Arag, Ka, Hanap, 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 Ayam, Harab, 2, with the Shalak, is a ball, Ak, Allah Yahweh, Amar, Kaha, the Aishwan, Alahayim, Ka, Yawasap, Wan, Yah, Ka'if, Makar, Bakar, Ashayam, Af, Napashak, Kanapash, Achad, Maham. That's it. In English.
In the English, 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 42. So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the earth and put his face between his knees. Verse 43. And said to his servant, go up now, look toward the sea. And he went up and looked and said, there is nothing. And he said, go again 7 times. Verse 44. And it came to pass at the 7th time that he said, behold, there ariseth a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. And he said, go up, say unto Ahab, prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not. Verse 45. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds, and the wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rose and went to Jezreel. Verse 46. And the hand of the Lord was on Elijah, and he girded up his loins and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and with all how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Verse 2. Then Jezebel sent a message unto Elijah, saying, so let the gods do to me and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And that's it.
chance to get the Hebrew.
Come on, sir.
Do the service after that.
Come
Directly after that. It's better get to this case.
on. Come on.
But after this Jesus,
So after he done, you want to end the service? Come on, sir.
this is all this is all. Something like that. All right. First Kings,
Chapter 19.
chapter 19, verse 3.
We were up. We quam. We lock. Ah. The pashwa. We were up. R. Shabbat. Ashar. Yahweh. Yahweh. Dub. We knock. Ah. Our what? Some. Four. The up. The lock. The mop. The bar. The rock. The woman. We were up. We shot. The cop. The thumb. The hot. Chad. We shall all. Half. The pashwa. Number walk. We got more. Rock. The buck. The thumb. The hoe. Quack. Pasha. The yard. The ah. To wad. Anakia. Bafia. Bob. We should cab. We yash. We son. The calf. The thumb. The card. The nut. The hut. The ox. The guy. The what. The mar. The what. The woman. The wall. 6. We box. The nut. We shop. We what. I got. What is it? What is that? Yeah. What is it? What is it? What is that? What is a pack? What is a cock? What is a cock? Yum. We are called. We shot. We bark. We shot. We cow. 7. We shot. We hop. Malaka. Maybe Malaka. Malaka. The power. Shamayah. We guy. The what? We more. The woman. The call. The yard. Rob. The mock. The rock. 8. We quam. We are called. We shoot up. We lock. We cock. You love. You up. I will buy you. The woman. I will buy you. You love. I are. Higher. Hurrah. 9. We some are. I'm Ira. We run some.
That's 9.
That was 9.
I got a little more. Hana, bar, power, wa, Yamar, Wa, Maha, Ka, Pa, Allah Yahweh. That's it. Hey, Maya, why I need to finish real quick. It's just, the rest is English, don't worry. I know that prayer. Matter of fact, I'll disregard. Go ahead.
1 Kings chapter 19, verse 3. And when he saw that, he arose and went for his life and came to Beersheba, which belongeth to Judah, and left his servants there. Verse 4. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough now, O Lord. Take away my life, for I am not better than my father. Verse 5. And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him and said unto him, Arise and eat. Verse 6. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, Arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. Verse 8. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat forth 40 days and 40 nights under Horeb, the mount of God. Verse 9. And he came thither unto a cave, and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. And he said unto him, What doest thou here, Elijah? And that's it.
Just a minute, minor. We can switch. La Yashra Allah. We stumbling in the council.
Men of Israel, Elijah.
So you have to done, which means face the east. When the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kadash.
Kadash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shah.
Shah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak with Ka.
Malak Wafra.
Sabah.
Saba'a.
Zak.
Zaka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shah.
Asha.
Aratazah.
Rataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemayim.
Washamayim.
Thundernaw.
Thundernaw.
Come.
Come.
Ka.
Ka.
The woman.
Woman.
Wasalaknaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Wakinaw.
Kabawaknaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Wakinaw.
Kabawaknaw.
The Ayanaw.
Ayanaw.
On the side one.
One side one.
Ball.
Ball.
China.
China.
Ayan.
Ayah.
Ra.
Right.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Ka.
Ka.
Amalakwa.
Malakwa.
Allah.
Allah.
Ra.
Ra.
Lami.
Amen.
Aman.
Amen. English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
As
As it is in heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this
Give
day.
us this day
Our daily bread.
our daily
And
bread.
forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts
And as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into
Lead
temptation.
us not into temptation,
But deliver us from evil.
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory,
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms restart. Sabbath service.
And that concludes today's Sabbath service. We're gonna go one courtesy salute to the
I should be sad because I'm on this side now. Are you good? We're gonna get one courtesy salute to the teacher,
men of
Israel.
Israel. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yeah, you Matzah. Dismissed. Hey, you in the stream, in the session? Excellent job. Well done. Right.